Welcome to the .store channel for another tutorial on preventing fraud in your WooCommerce store. In today's video, I am going to show you two methods in order to stop the fake or fraudulent orders in your WooCommerce. So, let's get started. If you are running an e-commerce site based on WordPress and managing an online shop, you've likely encountered some fake or fraudulent orders that make you lose time blocking the email or canceling the order, which can be quite annoying. So, in this video, we're going to learn how to stop this. Let's learn the first method to stop the fake orders. But, before I start, please take a moment to hit the subscribe button and like this video. You have no idea how much it helped us. Alright. To begin with the first method, head over to your WordPress site dashboard, then from the left sidebar menu, click on WooCommerce and go to the Settings menu. Once in the settings, we're gonna move to the Accounts and Privacy tab. Right here, we mostly have this guest checkout option enabled by default in WooCommerce. We don't want customers to place orders without an account, we want them to create an account to place orders. So, please unselect this option right here. You can allow users to create an account during checkout and also on the My Account page. However, you should never allow customers to place orders without an account. After making these changes, click the Save Changes button. This is a WooCommerce setup tip and a secret trick that's gonna help you a lot. Now, we're gonna move to the most important part of the guide. This single change alone won't completely prevent fake orders. So, you might be wondering, what's the solution then? You can use the Advanced Fraud Prevention plugin for WooCommerce from .store. This plugin provides a complete solution to secure your WooCommerce store from fraudsters with ease. So, first of all, get the plugin from .store, install it, and activate it on your online store. Once the installation process is complete, go to the .store plugins and click on the Fraud Prevention menu. Here, you can configure the plugin's basic settings and prevent fake orders based on multiple parameters. Let's see how to do this. First, we need to define the stage on which you want to block the fraud users. We can select on registration or during the place order. I have enabled it for the place order stage. The next option, we can define the address type. We can select either billing address or shipping address or both address to block the users. After that, we have this email field where we can add the email for the block fraud customers. For example, if you are getting multiple or repeated orders from this test@gmail.com email address and you know that this user is trying to fraud with you on your store, you can copy that particular email address and add it on this field here. So, the plugin will automatically prevent new orders from this particular email address. Similar to this email, we can define multiple other parameters such as first name, last name, address, IP address, domain name and domain extension, and many more advanced parameters are available here to prevent fraud orders on your e-commerce store. You can also customize the different error message for your customers to show on checkout page that will be displayed to the blocked users. You can change it based on the requirement, and after configuring the settings, click on the Save Changes button here. Here is the next important tab, which we have is the blocked user list. On this page, you can see all the blocked users that are trying to fraud on your store. You can see that we have blocked this email address. It will be listed here, and if you have blocked any other users, then that will be also listed here with the detailed information like what they have filled in the address and how many times they have attempted to place an order, and many more important options here. You can see that. On the general settings of the plugin, you can enable an advanced feature called Automatic Fraud Check. Once this option is enabled, the plugin will start analyzing and preparing risk scores based on different criteria and rules that you have configured. When enabled, the plugin will evaluate customer orders and assign a risk score based on various factors. If a user reaches a high-risk score, the plugin can automatically cancel or place the order on hold. You can configure these settings based on different conditions and define the rules accordingly. Inside the Rules tab, you can set up advanced rules to check risk scores based on customer orders. For example, you can define rules based on first-time purchases, user IP address, billing or shipping address fields, multiple order attempts from the same IP address, high-risk countries, suspicious email domains, Order amounts and attempts. By assigning these rule weights, the plugin calculates the overall risk score and determines whether to flag an order as fraudulent. Additionally, in the General Settings page, you can choose whether to block fraudulent users directly at checkout before completing the order. If you enable this option, high-risk users will be blocked at checkout, preventing them from placing an order. If you disable this option, customers can still complete their orders, but the admin will have control over managing fraudulent orders from the back end. You can then decide whether to cancel, hold, or mark them as fraud. This flexibility allows you to either prevent fraud upfront or handle suspicious orders manually based on your store's requirements. Now, let's see how the plugin prevents fraudulent customers from placing an order on the front end of the store. We will also look at examples of orders with fraud scores. First, let's see how the plugin blocks customers from placing an order using fraudulent details. I have added a product to the cart, so now let's proceed to checkout. I'll fill in all the required billing details and try to place an order. As you know, I had previously added this email to my blacklist for fraudulent orders. Now, let's try to complete the order using the same email. You can see that the plugin does not allow the order to be placed because this email is already blocked. This is how the plugin's email and other parameter-based blocking system works. Now, let's check an example of the fraud score system. I'm in the backend admin area, where I have opened one of the orders. This order is marked with a medium risk score of 35%. If we click on Show Risk Details, we can see why this order was flagged as medium risk. The reasons are like, the customer has placed orders before but never completed them, and another is the billing phone number does not match the billing country. Because of these factors, the order is marked as medium risk. Now, let's check another example. This order has been assigned a 100% risk score, and the plugin has automatically marked the order as failed due to the high risk score. When we click on Risk Details, we can see further insights into why the order was flagged as fraudulent. This is how the plugin works, using different parameters to assess fraud risk and prevent fraudulent orders in WooCommerce stores. I hope this video guide was helpful to you. For premium plugins, visit our website. To test the plugin, click the link provided in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons for more WooCommerce tips like this. Thank you for watching.